Hello and welcome. Dirty William here, back with another episode of Magic Arena stuff. Going back to some mono black today. Found this list. Somebody else played it, and it's like, why not? It's again discard stuff. So, quickly go over the list here. We've got one Tiny Bones because I had one. I got one. So why not? And that's all the list has. 4 Ruthless Negotiation to make somebody exile something from their hand. 4 Hopeless Nightmare. Enchantment, they have to discard a card and they lose 2 life. 4 Cut Down, which is great in this very aggressive meta that's going on where you could possibly die on turn 2. Bandit's Talent, have 4 of those. It gives me some mana sink so I can upgrade this and do some more damage and possibly draw extra cards. We got some Deep Cavern Bat, everybody's favorite bat. More removal in the form of Go Forta Trout. This is a new one for me, Thoughtstalker Warlock. It's a 3 mana for a 2/2 with Menace, so it can only be blocked by creatures, 2 or more creatures. When this enters, choose target opponent. If they lost life this turn, they reveal their hand. You choose a non-land card from it, and they discard that card. Otherwise, they discard a card. So, on the surface, it's discard, but it's discard with selection if they lost life, like on my turn. Which means if I attack in with the Deep Cavern Bat, then my turn 3 can be play this, and I get to look at their hand and make them discard something. Liliana of the Veil, everybody's favorite planeswalker, maybe. One single Rankle's Prank, which is just a fun little thing. I happen to have one, and that's what the list called for, so why not? Shieldred, just a one of because the list calls for 3, and I don't have any more of her. I got the other Shieldred. So I substituted 2 of the Aquazats. It's flying lifelink, so why not? And then 24 Swamp. Somebody suggested, I guess in the comments of the video that I saw, the person playing this, you might want to go up to 26 land, but I don't have super high mana costs. I mean, I've got what, one, two, 3 things that are over 4 mana and over. I think if I were running Virtue of Persistence and I was looking to grab back some critters from the graveyard, that might be a thing. I also don't have any. I don't have a way to get rid of like planeswalkers, so that's kind of problematic. But it's mostly just throw down some discard and see what happens. So let's get into some games and see what happens. All right, we are doing some ranked play with the discard Mark III deck. I guess this is okay. I have a Hopeless Nightmare on turn 1 to kind of disrupt them a little bit, and then a Go for the Throat to kill a thing on turn 2, and then the Warlock for whatever, and some land, so whatever. I'm not too worried about it. We'll play a Swamp. We'll play a Hello, and we'll play Hopeless Nightmare. um, they discard a card and lose 2 life. It seems like every time I play a discard deck, they have like a reanimation deck. Oh, control. Yay. Permission-based control, no less. I get to play around that. That's going to be fun for me. That's not going to be fun for me at all. Sleight of hand, sure. Uh, Drawing a bat would be great, but I didn't. So there's that. Well, we'll just throw down a Bandit's Talent, I guess, and then whatever. On turn 2, if they don't play anything, this is where it's going to start getting into, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, they've got all the counters. White, Azorius, white blue counters. Cool. Well, they got a land. Alright. Lonely Arroyo, that's a choice. Interesting. So I think what I should probably do is just Thoughtstalker Warlock, have them discard something else, and they've got a threat. They could possibly bounce it, but if they did, I'd get to use it again. Certainly there's no 1 mana counter. What can you do for 1 mana? That Teferi's whatever? Oh, they're actually bringing back the Bandit's Talent. That's interesting. Alright. They must have some counters in their hand then. Yep, they discarded a land. So, okay. 3 mana. Picklock Prankster, and they have 1 mana up. Okay. Well, a land would have been nice there. So let's attack in with our stuff. Worst case scenario, they make me replay the Thoughtstalker Warlock, which would be kind of funny because I get to choose what they get rid of. I'll do that, and I'll replay the Bandit's Talent to make them discard something else. What do they have here in their hand? Another End of the Floodmaw, so they can bring something, or, yeah, make me pick something else back up. What have they discarded? They discarded a Haughty Djinn and the Floodmaw. Should I level that up? Why not? It's 1 mana and I don't have anything else in my hand. I mean, they're going to have more than 1 card in their hand. Probably the entire game. Recommission, they get back their Haughty Djinn. Cool. Well, that's going to be going for the throats. For real. Or will it? They have 2 mana open. Oh yeah, certainly will. So, let us go for the throat, kill off the Djinn. We will additionally cut down the Picklock Prankster. Attack for 3. They're down to 12. They take a damage from the Bandit's Talent, or 2, rather. 2 cards in hand and 4 mana available, including one of the new lands, the Flood Farm Verge. Add a white or add a blue if you have a plains or an island. Helping Hand, sure, get the guy back. Do a damage to me, sure, why not? So, what's the play here? I'm not drawing land, which is unfortunate, and this seems to always happen with this mono-black deck. We'll do this. Attack for some damages. The Bandit's Talent I could play and have him start taking 2 a turn. I think we'll do that. So they'll be taking 4 a turn, because both of these are leveled up. So they're going to be down to 3. So effectively, find an answer by next turn or you're dead. Sure, hit me for 7, down to 11. Chart a course, draw 2 cards, discard a card unless you attack with a creature. So the Haughty Djinn is now up to 8, and they're dead on my attack. Well, crap. Hey, silver things. I could get Tiny Bones out on turn 1, and then turn 2 Bat, and then turn 3 Prophet. Playing with Abe89. Hello, Abe. I assume they get to go first. Which is fine, because my discard might do some... No, I get to go first, okay. Let's play a Swamp and then a Tiny Bones. Start chipping away for some damage. Next turn we'll do a Deep Cavern Bat, I think. Hey, aggro. Targeting my guy. Touching my dude. Got a shock? They do have a shock. It's the mono red that uses the shock. Let's see what you got in your hand there, guy. Carrot Cake, Arabella, Toby the Befriender, and Delaney, blah blah blah. Creature control power 2 or less can't be blocked by creatures of power 3 or greater. X life for X number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. They get a couple guys out of this, but I don't really care. Let's take the Arabella. So, Arabella tokens. Interesting. I would assume they would play the Carrot Cake and get a guy. And scry 1. They get a bunny. Sweet little bunny. They didn't like that card that went to the bottom. So let us attack in with our bat, gain a life. Let's Bandit's Talent. Have them discard something. They're thinking. Okay, that got rid of the Toby Beast Eater Befriender, and insult to injury, do this. They will likely play the Delaney Streetwise Lookout unless they have something good in their hand. The card that I can't see. And they did in fact get rid of their land. They must have one more land. Yep, they play Plains. And a Dollmaker's Shop, so they get another dude. Dollmaker's Shop is a pretty good one. Yep, attack me for 1. Run it back. How about we Ruthless Negotiation? You get rid of that in your hand. And it's not optimal, but I'm just going to upgrade this to level 2. Attack for 1. I've got 3 lands again. We'll see if I draw another land. At least I can play Liliana next turn. They of course will get to sacrifice just one of their little dudes. What do you need for this? 6 mana to make everything immense. With their dollhouse or whatever. Porcelain Gallery. Sure. Create another guy. Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? If I play Lily, she dies, and they get rid of just like one thing. I can't protect Liliana right now. But I don't have any creature kill. And I didn't draw a land, which is a fucking shock. Pisses me off. Well, Lily, I'm afraid I'm going to have to sacrifice you.
A fight?
Sacrifice a guy. Another land would have been nice so I could get rid of that card they have in their hand. Sure, we'll attack. Arabella would have been doing some work here had they had this. Attacking with a 1/3, I'm getting no land and no... Hey, Scorpion! Go away! Oh. Norrin, switch Survivalist. Can't block. Whenever creature control becomes blocked, you may exile it. You may play that card from exile this turn. Yep. That's not a shock. Bye, Lily. Will you? Will you? Can it be a big friend? Because I really need something. Holy Jesus. Hey, guess what? No more land. Keep them off the creatures, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really doing very well with tokens, unfortunately. I have to turn the game sounds down. Cheese and crackers. Yeah, let's attack again. Gain 1 more life. So I'm taking 4 next turn. Pardon me. Down to 17. If not more. Looks like they're kind of stuck on lands like I am, though. Okay. They get to draw a card. That's fantastic. All my discard is not working. They got another land, so getting closer to unlocking the Porcelain Gallery here. They get a shock. A Lightning Helix. Nice. They get back the Arabella. Well, you know, some removal would be nice for her at some point in the future. One person's going to attack Lily, and I think the rest are going to come for my face. Yeah. Nothing I can do about it. Sure, make a guy.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
Guess what? Turn 5, no land. Well, we will. Hopeless Nightmare. Get rid of your Arabella you thought you were going to play. That's already at level 2, and I can't pay for the next level. Yeah, I'm pretty much cooked, as the kids say. Getting no... Ah, for fuck's sake. Nice, good one. Good for you. No land. Yep, I'm not doing this. I can't draw land. I am stuck on 3 lands for basically 3 turns, and that's not fun for me. And I die. I lose a chunk. I lose a chunk of thing. Bastards. Alright, hop back into it. My opponent goes first. They're choosing whether to keep 7 cards or to mulligan. They took a mulligan, which for a discard deck would be fantastic. But you'll notice that I don't have anything. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll draw a Hopeless Nightmare on turn 1. Who knows? They get to go first. We'll save the hello until they play their land because they're looking at all the permutations and doing math and stuff like that. So they start off with 6 cards, land and then something on turn 1, and they're already down to 4, possibly. Swamp. Okay. Hey, that's a kind of a good draw. Let's play a Swamp, and let's play Ruthless Negotiation. Get rid of one of the cards in their hand. They have to exile it, which is also nice in case this is some kind of reanimation strategy. Usually I don't see people mulligan unless it's like a really terrible hand. They got rid of their cut down. That's cool. So do we bat or do we Hopeless Nightmare? I think I'm going to Hopeless Nightmare. So they take 2 and discard a card. And then next turn I will see what's going on. It's either Lily or the bat. Although if I'd played the bat, I would have been able to attack and then Thoughtstalker Warlock and then take a card. But I don't think with a deck like this that the bat's going to last very long. Looks like they've got the Bloodletter. That's cool. I guess we're going to bat. See what happens. Worst case scenario, they cut it down. Insatiable Avarice, Preacher, Unstoppable Slasher, Shieldred's Edict, and Acquazotz. So the smart thing to do would be to take the Shieldred's Edict. So let's do that. And then they have no mana. They're getting stuck on land like me. They had everything else. I mean, it's like, yeah, okay, I'll keep a one land hand. We'll go to next. Attack. I got 4 mana for once in my life. I think the smart thing to do... Rankle's Prank would be funny, but then I'd be getting rid of Liliana and the Thoughtstalker Warlock, but then they'd be down on cards too. I think I'm going to Warlock, Thoughtstalker Warlock, so I can choose a card and make them discard it. I'm more worried about the Unstoppable Slasher than anything else, to be honest. I'll have you get rid of that. They had 2 pieces of their combo, 1-turn kill. They're just not drawing lands, and I feel for them because it's frickin' brutal. Attack. See what happens. They're down to 14. I will Lily here and make us each discard a card.
No more distractions.
And I think I'll get rid of the Go for the Throat because at this point it's kind of academic, but you know what? I'm going to get rid of the Acquazotz. I'd like to keep this Rankle's Prank because I think next turn I might just say forget about it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fire it off. Let's see. They got rid of a Preacher. Hey, they finally found a land. They got their own Deep Cavern back. Good for you. They're probably gonna take the Go for the Throat, I'm sure. Yep. We will play a Swamp. Should I Rankle's Prank? Yeah, they're done. Discard 2 card, lose 4 life, and sacrifice creatures. I mean, I could basically just wipe the board and then keep ticking Lily up. I don't know. Okay, I go first so I can get a Tiny Bones on turn 1. And then turn 2 Deep Cavern Bat or possibly Cut Down. I guess that's okay. Hello. Oh, Tiny Bones, get on the table. My guy. My tiny little bony guy. Plains, cool. Let us attack. Play Swamp. Play Bat. See what you got in your hand. Ossification, Enduring Innocence, Shard Mage Rescue, and Fey Flight. Let's take the Ossification because that could deal with my bat. I don't like that idea. But they probably drew another one, or God knows what. The spell, whatever it is, that makes you bump a creature back to your hand. You know? Something like that. Let's do a Schwampage. Let's attack for 2. They do nothing. So Liliana to make him discard another card? We'll have to discard 1 too, and I'm not really sure. Get rid of the other Lily, I guess?
A fight? And you think you can win?
I want to keep that cut down in my hand because if they do play a critter, they might have a chance to protect it, though. Gains hexproof until end of turn. So they'd have to have like a 1-mana creature, basically. This is the problem with attacking somebody's hand. You got some removal, you got hand attack, but it's like all over the place. Now they get rid of a land. Okay, well, they've got another Plains in hand, so they're keeping their juice. Opponent plays a Plains and an Enduring Innocence. Good for you. Should we cut that down? Do they have anything cool in their graveyard? They do not. Let's just attack with the bat. See, they get to draw a card every time, even if that is... it hurts. They got 2 cards in their hand that I don't know about. Yeah, I'm going to cut down now while they're out of mana, because they'd be able to super protect that thing. Yeah. They get their enchantment back, and they're done. I think it's because I'm playing too slowly and people just don't like that, I guess. I don't know. Casual Bee! Nice. Good name. I like it. I go first, so turn 1, Ruthless Negotiation. Turn 2, possibly kill a thing or another Ruthless Negotiation. I have creature kill and all kinds of stuff. Okay, let's do this. Hello. Schwamp, Ruthless Negotiation. Oh, they got the same kind of thing that I do. These deck sleeves are, it's like from some secret thing or whatever. You put in a code and you get those and like supposedly 5,000 experience points, but I'm not sure if I even got that. What'd you get rid of there, guy? Oh, it's mono red aggro time. Well, we are going to Ruthless Negotiation. Apparently, they had a couple lands in hand. Let's see what they'd exile here from their hand, and I got to cut down to murder something. They got rid of Might of the Meek. And they're plotting. Oh, the plot thickens. Should I Liliana and make them discard something else? If I do, I have to discard something, and then I leave myself open to attackages from their Mr. Man guy up here. Yep. Ooh, 2 dudes. No waiting. Pash. I think I will murder you. And also murder you. And yeah, I'd do the same thing if I was a red player. It's like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. I'm over it. Looks like I have a pack of cards somehow. I guess from the Mastery thing. I haven't bought the Mastery Pass, so I don't know. So let's open up Duskmourn and see what happens. Blah, 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 blah. Got a Final Vengeance. That's not too bad. Grand Entryway, which I thought I already had 4 of. That probably bumped up my, Impossible Inferno, Patchwork Beastie, got another one of that guy. I wouldn't mind doing like a red-green aggro kind of a deck, but I'm not sure how good it would be considering the crap that I've got. Got another uncommon, so I'm up to 21. Yes! Let's see, this is a rare, not a mythic, so let's see what the rare is. It is Grievous Wound. 5 mana for an enchantment aura. Enchant player. Enchanted player can't gain life. Whenever enchanted player is dealt damage, they lose half their life rounded up. That's crazy. So you could technically have like a little 1/1. They could be at 10 life. You hit them for 1, they go to 9. That's 4 more damage, and they're sitting at 5. That's crazy. Anyway, alright, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you feel like it. Subscribing costs you absolutely nothing and really helps me out. Until next time, this is Dirty William, doing the dirty work.